Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a crossover film by Nickelodeon and Warner Brothers, or DC Comics. And I have to admit that this movie is the most fun I've had with a film in a long time. No joke. When you think of, a crossover between Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you don't really think, my expectations were quite low because I didn't really know much about this film. This movie was a blast. It was a lot of fun. It's based off a comic book that I can't get my hands on. But essentially the story is about the Foot Clan and Shredder have invaded Gotham, and they're raiding experimental technology for a sinister purpose. So Batman is investigating, and he bumps into the Turtles. They have their whole, crossover fight, the misunderstanding fight, like the Avengers had in their film, or in Batman v Superman, the sort of, heroes fighting as heroes, but oh wait, we're on the same side. However, the opening fight sequence is amazing. It's Shredder versus Batman, but it's almost like they hired two fight choreographers to fight, and then they just overlapped it with animation, because it feels like a cinematic Hollywood action sequence. It's not just Batman and Shredder fight each other. It's like Batman and Shredder, they go at it, but using martial arts technique, and using Batman uses the little things on his gloves, and Shredder uses his, and then it was amazing, breathtaking opening sequence. Then the film only gets more interesting as they add in more characters, they add in some more villains, and they do the number one thing that a crossover should do. They mix things up to make things interesting. Joker and Arkham Asylum is thrown in there for an interesting action sequence in the middle. Also, there's a lot of character development for the Turtles. They all have a unique voice. Donnie's the nerd. He gets along with Batgirl because she's a bit of a brainiac too. And I noticed that the versions of Batman are all mixed. I mean, Batman has a costume design from Neil Adams, but then Robin is Damian, and Batgirl's wearing her newest New 52 Burnside outfit. So it's not like they're going for any specific combination of Bat family. And the Ninja Turtles, they all are funny and unique. Really good voice acting for all of them, especially Michelangelo. When he sees something interesting like Penguin using a penguin sword, he's like, "Oh, that's so cool." That's something Michelangelo would totally say. And the action sequences are great. And I thought that the middle action sequence was so good that the rest of the movie would be crap. And the movie was like, no, the movie only gets better as it goes on, because as Batman and the Ninja Turtles team up to go off against the final villain, Shredder's teamed up with a mysterious villain and his army of ninjas, both armies of ninjas, and the ninjas are affected, and they managed to mix in some really great action sequences because the movie is very cinematic, despite the fact that it's animated. There's this amazing sequence in which Robin and Donatello team up with their bow staffs and they take on some ninjas, and it goes into a shadow sort of mode where you just see Robin's mask and Donnie's mask, and then a shadow fight. It was really cool. And then the action sequences are great for the ending too. There's this vehicle-based sequence, over the top, zany. They mix a lot of properties. They sort of given what if one of the Ninja Turtles got blasted with Scarecrow's fear gas, or what if Batman versus Shredder and Leo versus someone else. And it's really cool to see that they took the crossover and they turned all the elements up to 11. I really like that a lot. The movie's a blast, entertaining, solid animation, good voice work, especially the Ninja Turtles. So I thoroughly enjoyed Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I give it an 8.5 out of 10.